Mathematics. Eish. Problem. Very difficult. Tried working out. I can't. I think I just have to quit. My friends, your solution is come. Say Mangeya, the mates ego. Watch out. Okay. This one is June 2020 Zimbabwe School Examination Council ZIMSEC paper 2 actually. Paper 1 is there on my YouTube channel at Lakson Mangeya. You can look for it, you find it. Let's get started. Please take note. You don't have to skip the instructions. Take note of the instructions, please. Especially if this one, given that the answer is not exact, and this one also. So decimal answers which are not exact should be given correct to 3 significant figures unless stated otherwise. Take note of that. It's very important. Then decimal answers in degrees should be given correct to 1 decimal place. Omission of essential working will result in loss of marks. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Proper working. Right. Question number 1 is on your screen. It reads, the difference between two fractions is 3 2/3. The smaller fraction is 2 1/4. Find the other fraction. So these are more like word problems. We are given the difference between the two fractions and we are given the smaller fraction, which means what we don't have is the bigger or the larger fraction, is the one that we have to find. So we have to call that one be any letter of the alphabet. In this case, I can prefer to use the common one, X. Let me use X. If I can say the bigger fraction is X, then it will mean X minus the smaller fraction. Now this one is smaller fraction is 2 1/4, but I don't have to use it like this. It's a problem. I have to run away from mixed numbers and convert that one to an improper fraction. It will be better that way. So it means, how can you now convert this number to an improper fraction? We say this denominator 4 here times this one 2. We multiply this, then plus this one 1. So you say 4 times 2, what do we get? 8. Then 8 plus 1 on top, it will be 9 over 4. So you write 9 over 4 like this. Then the difference between the two fractions is 3 2/3. I also have to convert this 3 2/3 to an improper fraction. You say 3 by 3, 9 plus 2 on top, it will be 11. So it will be 11 over 3, like this. Then collect like terms in X, without X on the right side. You say X is equals to 11 over 3 plus 9 over 4. Please, when a number or a value changes the side of the equal sign, you also have to change its sign. 9 over 4 was negative on the left side. Now on the positive, on the right side, it will be positive. Right, now using a calculator, can you add this one? 11 over 3 plus 9 over 4. 11 over 3 plus 9 over 4. What do you get? You can get 5 and 11 over 12, or you can express it as an improper fraction, 71 over 12. It's still the same. It's an exact answer. Then number B, part B, it reads, the population of a certain country is 24.9 million. Express this population in standard form. So first thing, you have to convert that one, 24.9 million. 24.9 million, you actually multiply by 1 million. Then if you can multiply by 1 million, it will be 24 million 900,000, like this. Then now we have to express this one to a number in standard form. Standard form is in the form of a times 10 to the power n, where a is actually a number. This one is a number which is between 1 and 10. Then this one n is an integer. An integer is a whole number. It can be positive or negative, but as long as it's a whole number, it's called an integer. Take note of that. Now I have to convert this one, 24,900,000, to a number, to a number in standard form. Right? Since we said the number a must be between 1 and 10, so for this number to be a number between 1 and 10, it means your comma is supposed to be between 2 and 4 here. So that it will be 2,49. So let me write 2.49. That's my a, times 10 to the power what? 10 to the power the number of decimal places that your comma would have moved. Like in this case, your comma initially it was here. Then let me count the decimal places that your comma is moved. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be to the power 7. You are done. That will be your answer. Next, increase $40 in the ratio 8:5. Right, this one you just say 40 times 8 over 5. S2, it just means over. That's it. Then from this one you simplify 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 40 is 8. Then 8 by 8 is actually 64. Like this. Please don't forget to put units. There are dollars in this case. You have to put that dollar sign. Otherwise, that will result, failure to do so will result in loss of marks. Part D, evaluate 7 root 5 squared. So before you can answer this one, you have to know this concept. If I can say square root of x times square root of x, then I get x. So the square root of a number times the square root of that number is equal to that number. Like if I can say root of 11 times root of 11, you get 11. Right. Take note, the power always affects everything that will be inside the brackets. In this case, we have 7 and root 5. All are being affected by the power 2. So it will be 7 squared times, you share the power, root 5 squared. 7 squared is 49. Root 5 squared is actually 5. From this concept, take note. Then it will be 49 by 5. What do you get? 245. That's the final answer. Done. Next part, E. Simplify. These are number bases. So we want to give our answer in base 5. What do you have to do? There are two ways. One way is to convert all these number bases to base 10. You weight them, you simplify them in base 10, then you convert from base 10 back to base 5. Or you can convert this one or what base 2 to a number in base 5, then you can work them in base 5. Still it works. Let's use the second method, converting this one to base 5 first. So the first thing is to convert to base 10, then from base 10 to base 5. So I write 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, base 2. Right. So to convert to base 10, what do? You express as powers of its own base, or in index form. So this one, it will be 2 to the power 0 here, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, like this. So it will be 1e times 2 to the power 4, 1 times 2 to the power 4, plus this 1 times 2 to the power 3, 1 times 2 to the power 3, plus 0 times 2 to the power 2 plus 1 times 2 to the power 1 plus 1 times 2 to the power 0, like this. Then you simplify. 1 times 2 to the power 4 is actually 16, plus 1 times 2 to the power 3 is 8, plus 0 times 2 to the power 2 is 0, plus 1 times 2 to the power 1 is 2, plus 1 times 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 0 is 1. Any number raised to the power 0, the result is always 1. These are laws of indices. So here it will be 1 times 1, it will be 1. Simplifying this one, 16 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1, you get 27. But this one will be in base 10. So you have to convert this one to base 5. To base 5, 27 base 10 to base 5, you divide by the base. You say 5 into 27 is 5, remainder 2. 5 into 5 is 1, remainder 0. 5 into 1 is 0, remainder 1. Then you count upwards. So it will be 1, 0, 2, now in base 5. Then you take that one, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, base 5. This one, there's a 3 here. Right, then you add the 2. The rule here is you are not supposed to write the number that is more than or equal to the base. In this case, we're 5. We say 2 plus 3, what do we get? 2 plus 3 is actually 5. So 5 is equal to the base. So you don't have to write 5. What do? You divide by the base. 5 divided by the base 5 is equals to 1, remainder 0. So you write the remainder. You write the remainder. Always you have to write the remainder. So you write the remainder here, 0. Then you carry this one up here. 1. So it will be 1 plus 0, 1 plus 4, it will be 5. It's also equal to the base. What do you have to do? You divide by the base 5. So it will be 1 remainder 0. You write the remainder here. Then you carry the 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4. 4 is less than 5, the base. So you just write 4 here. So it will be 4, 0, 0, base 5. Done. Next, number 2, it reads, two similar cups have diameters 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Part 1, write down the ratio of their volumes. Right. Things to note. When two shapes are similar, then the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. They are the same. 2. The ratio of the corresponding sides squared gives you the ratio of the areas. 3. If it's volume like this, you have to raise the corresponding sides to the power 3. Then the ratio of the corresponding sides raised to the power 3 gives you the ratio of the volumes of the two shapes. Like here in this case, we can use the radius of these ones. For example, these are the diameters of the cups given. 6 centimeters diameter, what will be radius? 6 divided by 2. It will be 3 centimeters. Then on this one, 10 centimeters divided by 2, 5 centimeters radius. So you just say 3 square cubed over 5 cubed. You raise the size to the power 3, or the radius to the power 3 to get the ratio of the volumes. Then it will be 9 over 125. 9 over 125 is the same as 9 to 125. Done. Next part. Given that the volume of the smaller cup is 100 cubic centimeters, calculate the volume of the larger cup. So you just use the ratio of the volumes. So you say 9 over 125 is equals to the ratio, the volumes, the actual volumes, you say 100 over, we can say, let me use X as a letter to represent the volume of the bigger cup or the larger cup. Then from this one, you then cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. It will be 9x is equals to 12,500. Cross multiplication is like x will multiply this 9 here, then this 125 will multiply this 100 here. Just like that. Then we divide by 9. It will be x is equals to 12,500 over 9. Let's divide. 12,500 divided by 9. What do you get? Right. There is a funny answer that I'm getting here. 1388.88888. So, from our instructions, please take note. If there are answers like this, what do you have to do? You have to round off to 3 significant figures. So, 3 significant figures, you start counting from the first non-zero digit, which is 1 in this case. So, you say 1, 2, 3. Then you look at this number 8. It's above 5. So, you have to add a 1 to this number before it. So, it will be 1390 and units cubic centimeters. Done. Next, part B, it reads, a wooden block is in the form of a prism whose cross section is a parallelogram with base 35 centimeters, perpendicular height 20 centimeters, and length 1.2 meters. Calculate item 1, surface area of the cross section of the block. Take note, the surface area that we are given here, or the cross section that we are given here, is a parallelogram. So just have to calculate the area of a parallelogram. How do you calculate the area of a parallelogram? Let me draw it down first. So the parallelogram is like this. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with a pair of opposite sides parallel and also equal. So this side is parallel to this one and also equal to this one. This side is parallel to this one and they are also equal to each other. Like this. That's what is known as a parallelogram. Then this one is the base. What is the base? It's given there is 35 centimeters. That's the base, 35 centimeters. Then the perpendicular height is given as 20 centimeters. So I can put my height here, different ink, my height here. This one is the height is given as 20 centimeters. Like this. Then, how to calculate the area of this parallelogram? Remember, a parallelogram is made up of 2 equal triangles. Like this. We have triangle A and we have triangle B. So to find the area of a parallelogram, you just find it from the area of a triangle. Since there are 2 triangles, then you multiply by 2. Since there is height, we can use half base times height. So if I can say half base times height, then I multiply by 2. That will be the area of a parallelogram. Then these 2 will cancel out these 2. So area will be base times height. So that's the area of a parallelogram. It's just base times height. So what is my base here? Is 35 times height is 20. Then if you can say 335 by 20. What do you get? 700. So it will be 700 square centimeters. Don't forget to put units, please. Units. Then next item, calculate the volume of the block. Volume of any shape is cross-sectional area times length. Volume of any shape is cross-sectional area times length. Cross-sectional area here, we found it as 700 on top there. So it's 700 times length. Take note, our length here is here. 1.2 meters, but it's given in meters. Our area, we found it in square centimeters. So please don't get confused. The units must be the same. They must be the same. So if to convert our 1.2 meters to centimeters, what is 1.2 meters to centimeters? 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 1.2 meters is 120 centimeters. Then if you can multiply, what do you get? You get 84,000. And this one will be cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters. Right, done. Item number 3, it reads, calculate the mass of the block. If 3 cubic centimeters of the block weigh 2.5 grams. So this one is just proportion. So the volume is 84,000, but we are given that 3 cubic centimeters weigh 2.5 grams. What about 84,000? So it's 3 cubic weigh 2.5. What about 84,000 cubic centimeters? It's more. So if it's more, then you say 84,000 over 3 times 2.5. So you say this one divided by 3 times 2.5. What do you get? You get 70,000. 70,000 grams. Done. Question number 3. These are matrices, right? Find the value of y for which those matrices multiplied by that one is equals to minus 2. So you have to simplify the left side first. There must be a single matrix on the left side. So let's multiply. It's row by column, remember? Row by column. So it's y times minus 2 plus 4 times 3. Y times minus 2 plus 4 times 3 then is equals to minus 2. Please don't remove the brackets. These are matrices, remember. Then y times minus 2 is minus 2y plus 4 times 3 is 12 is equals to minus 2. Then next you have to equate. So it means minus 2y plus 12 is equals to minus 2. Then collect terms here. Collect like terms. Minus 12 minus 2y is minus 14 over minus 2 over minus 2. You get your y is equals to 7. Done. Right, next part number part B is it reads, find the matrix P such that matrix times this one is equals to identity matrix. Please take note, this one is called the identity matrix. Identity, usually represented by capital letter I. That's the identity matrix, right? What do you know about this one? There is a concept that you have to know and understand. It says a matrix times its inverse is equals to identity matrix. If there's a matrix A times the inverse of A, then you get identity matrix, which means the matrix P must be the inverse of this one. So what I just have to do is to find the inverse of this matrix, 3 minus 4 to 0. Then the inverse of that matrix will represent the matrix P. Let me find the inverse. So first thing, to find the inverse, 2 then minus 4, 0. I have to find the determinant first. How can you find the determinant? Right, we have this diagonal. It's called the leading diagonal. Leading diagonal. Then this one with 2 and minus 4 is called the other diagonal. Other diagonal. So to find determinant, you say leading diagonal minus other diagonal. So leading diagonal is 3 times 0 minus other diagonal minus 4 times 2. 3 times 0 is 0 minus 8. You get 8. Aha. Then your inverse, it will be 1 over determinant. That's what you do. Then you interchange the elements of the leading diagonal. 3 and 0, you interchange them, which means 0 will be here, 3 will be here. Then the other diagonal, you just change the signs of the other diagonal. On the other diagonal, here we have minus 4, it will become plus 4. Then here we have 2, it will become minus 2. That will be the inverse of the matrix. So this one will be matrix P. Then you are done. Right, next question, part C. The equation of a straight line is y plus 3x is equals to minus 4. Find the coordinates of the point where the line crosses the y-axis. On the axis, please take note. This one is the y-axis, this one is the x-axis. Along the x-axis, y is 0. So you know y is already 0 here. Then along the y-axis, like this point where the graph has the y-axis, x is 0. Take note of that. Then let's find the equation of a straight line. As the equation of a straight line is y is equal to y plus 3x is equals minus 4. Find the coordinates of the point where the line crosses the y-axis. So we just put x0. Then you find your y coordinates. So x is equal to 0 along the y-axis. It will be y plus, let me just put it as it is. Then where there is x, you put 0 is equals to minus 4. So simplifying, you get y is equals to minus 4. Done. And in this case, what is needed is the coordinate actually. So this one is the y coordinate. What about x? So it will be x0, y minus 4. This is the coordinate. Take note, take note, take note. That's the coordinate. Then item 2, find the gradient of the line. Gradient of the line, you just express that one in the form of y is equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. That's the point where the graph casts the y-axis. So take this equation here, y plus 3x is equals minus 4. Then express in this form, y is equals to mx plus c. So it will be y is equals to minus 3x minus 4. So gradient obviously is minus 3. That's the gradient. Done. Next, the equation of a line parallel to the line y plus 3x is equals to minus 4 and passing through the point 3, 5. So we are given here the equation of the line that you want. The line is actually parallel to this line that we have already worked out its gradient. So what do you understand about parallel lines? The way they slope is the same. So they have equal or same gradients. So the gradient of this line is supposed to be minus 3. You just express in the form of, you write y is equals to mx plus c. That's what you do. Then gradient, you put minus 3. Then x plus c. Now you have to find the value of c. How can you find the value of c? We use these points. It means x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 5. We use that one, you simplify. So when x is equals to 3 and y 5, you put 5 where there is y is equals to minus 3. Where there is x, you put 3. Then plus c. That's the way how you find c. Then 5 is equals to, this one will be minus 9 plus c. Then 5 plus 9 is equals to c. Then c is actually equal to 14. So equation, you just replace here. So it will be y is equals to minus 3x plus 14. That will be your equation. Done. Right. Question number 4. Answer the whole of this question on the blank space below. This one is locus actually. It's locus. You have to show your constructions clearly. All lines, all arcs must be shown clearly. Right. It reads here, construct triangle ABC in which AB is equal to 7 centimeters. Then angle at A, that's BAC, is 45 degrees. BC is 8 centimeters. Like that one. I'll just sketch so that you can see how you do locus. First thing, you have to take note of the points that contains angles. If you can put angles on the baseline, better. It will be easy actually that way. So in this case, the point with an angle is A. So I can first construct the angle, 45 degrees. Remember, all angles basically, or most of the angle that will be asked in the exam, they come from an angle of 90 degrees and an angle of 60 degrees. Like 45 degrees, it comes from 90 degrees. What do you have to do? You have to construct an angle of 90 degrees first, then you bisect that angle and you get an angle of 45 degrees. So let's do that one. I can put my baseline here. My line looks straight. A powerful line indeed. Then I can put my point A here. Then I have to construct an angle of 90 degrees at A. What you do is you open up your radius. Radius is the distance between your canvas and that sharp point of your canvas and your pencil. That's called the radius. So you open up an appropriate radius actually. Not too big, not too small, but just something that is appropriate. Right, using your canvas with that sharp point, you come at A, you put your sharp point at A, here, then you open up your radius, then your pencil, then you mark on the line. So you can mark, for example, this part and this part, with your canvas. So you mark on both sides of A on the line. So in this case, it's like you have marked a line, then you bisect that line. That's how you construct an angle of 90 degrees. Then you come at this point on the line that you have marked, then you mark, you open your radius. In this case, your radius, you have to open it up so that it will exceed half of the line that you have marked, so that it will exceed A here in this case. For example, it will be somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. That's what you open. That's how you open your radius. Then you have to mark up here. Then you mark down here. Then without changing your radius, you also go to this point here. You mark up here. Then you also mark down here. You join the arcs. Then after that, you draw your line joining the points. This angle is exactly 90 degrees that we have constructed. Then from an angle of 90 degrees, you need an angle of 45 degrees. How? You just bisect the angle of 90 degrees. So to bisect an angle, you come at this point A, then with that sharp part of your canvas, you put it at point A here, then you open your appropriate radius, making sure that it will not cut the arcs that were already there. So you come with it here, then open appropriate radius, you mark on this line, on the angle that you want to bisect, you also mark on this line. Then with your canvas, you come with the sharp part on this part here. Then you mark inside here. Then also on the other part that you have marked on the other line, then you join the two arcs. Then with your ruler, like this. My lines are looking nice, you can see them. Right, then this angle is the one that we need. It's actually 45 degrees. Don't even mind writing the 45 degrees, because the marks, those arcs are the one that will be marked. Right, then next item, we've identified A. Then what we need now is B and C. To locate B and C, right? Let's put B on the line with A, on the baseline. So we are given here AB 7 centimeters. So this 7 centimeters, please, you find your compass, then you measure that 7 centimeters on your ruler. On your ruler. You open up on the ruler, then you measure. Then after that, you come with your compass, put at point A, then 7 centimeters, for example, it was like here. Then you mark. You mark on the line. Like here. You mark here. That's where there will be B. Now I want to find where they C. BC is 8 centimeters. BC is 8 centimeters. So with your compass, you measure 8 centimeters on your ruler. Then you come at point B here. You mark 8 centimeters. That's where there will be C. Like for example, I can say C, it will be here. That will be the point C. Then you join the 2 points here. Like this. So this one will be your triangle ABC. 4 marks for free. Free food. You can see that. You can agree with me, eh? Then, item number 2. Construct the locus of points equidistant from B and C. This one is just bisect line BC. That's what you do. So how to bisect line BC? With your compass, you come at point B, then halfway, you exceed half. Then after that, you mark down the line. You also mark on this line, side of the line. Then after that, you come at point C, then you join the arcs. That's how you bisect a line. Then with your ruler, it looks like these points, they were marked on the wrong position. So you just have to mark like, So now using your compass, basically it will just be auto. It's automatic, right? Please take note of that. Right, then done. 2 marks, 3 marks. Then item 3, construct the locus of points 5 centimeters from C. This one, you draw a circle or construct a circle, center C and radius 5 centimeters. So on your ruler with your compass, you measure 5 centimeters. Then you come at C, then you draw a circle at C. For example, 5 centimeters maybe somewhere here. So it's just 5 centimeters. So this radius from C to this one is supposed to be 5 centimeters. Then that will be a circle. It's actually, is it 1 mark, 2 marks? 1 mark. Then part B, a point R in triangle ABC is such that it is nearer to B than C and is less than 5 centimeters from C. Show by shading the region in which R must lie. A point R in triangle ABC, which means this point is inside the triangle, is such that it is nearer to B than C and is less than 5 centimeters from C. Show by shading the region in which R must lie. So nearer to B than C, a point nearer to B than C here. Let me indicate here. Nearer to B than to C is somewhere here. So this is the region R. Inside the triangle. So this one is R. Done. Then next item, measure and write down the size of ABC. That one is now for you. Each man for himself. It's now for you. Now you have to use your protractor. Now you can measure the angle. Right. Moving on to the next part. Question number 5. Question number 5, it says, show that the equation, that one given on your screen, reduces to that one. So you have to show. These are equations with fractions. How do you solve equations with fractions? There are two ways. One is cross multiplication. The other one is you multiply everything by the lowest common multiple of the denominators. In this case, is 3x. So you multiply everything by 3x. So you just say 3x times x here minus 3x times 3 here is equals to 3x times 5 over 3x. So please, I said you multiply everything by the lowest common multiple of the denominators. So here 3x times x is 3x squared here minus 9x here is equals to 3x and 3x. They will cancel off. They will cancel out. So it will be 5 here. Then after that, leave the right side. The left side there must be 0. So it will be 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 is equals to 0. Shown. Right, next, solve the equation. That equation giving the answer correct to two decimal places. To two decimal places. Please take note. These are 5 marks. 5 marks always is the quadratic formula that you have to use. Quadratic formula is, it says x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac or over 2a. And the general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared, let me write on top of this one, ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, which means the a is the one with the coefficient of the square of x squared, then b coefficient of x, then c it's a constant, a term that is independent of x. So in this case you can list a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 9, c is equals to minus 5, like this. Then you substitute. X is equals to minus, b is 9, so it's minus 9, plus or minus square root of minus 9 squared minus 4a is 3, then c is minus 5 all over 2 times a, 2 times 3. Minus 9, it will be plus 9. So it will be 9 here, plus or minus square root of 9 squared minus 9 squared is 81. Then minus, it will be a plus here. 4 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3 times 5. What do you get? 60. Then over 6. Still on it. So it will be x is equals to 9 plus or minus square root of 81 plus 60. 81 plus 60. What do you get? 141. 141 over 6. Then it will be x is equals to 9 minus square root of 141 over 6, or 9 plus square root of 141 over 6. So now simplify using your calculators. You have to know how to punch this in your calculator. Use brackets. Use brackets, please. So you say bracket 9 minus square root of 141. Then you close your bracket. Then you say divided by 6. That's what you do. It will be minus x is equals minus 0. To 3 significant figures, it will be 479. Then or x is equals to, right, then you put a plus, so it will be bracket 9 plus square root of 141 divided by 6. You get 3.4790. So to 3 significant figures, it will be 3.48. 3.48. Then you are done. Right, then see, this one is circle geometry. Circle geometry. In the diagram, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral with center O. Then AB is produced to M. We are given all the information there. Then the first question is saying, find BCD. BCD. That one is angle subtended by the diameter BD. So from the theories, angle subtended by the diameter is a right angle is 90 degrees, which means this one is actually 90 degrees. Then this one is 90 degrees. Then you write angle subtended by the diameter here. You have to write your reason. Then after that, we want ABD. ABD. Please don't forget to write reasons. ABD. ABD. This one, BAD is also 90 because it's subtended by the or formed by the diameter BD. Is the same. So this angle ABD is the one that you want. So first thing, we can find this angle here. We can use triangle CBD. Let me just explain everything here, all the angles here. So if I can find on triangle BCD, I can say 180 minus 90 plus 40. Then I get angle CBD. So it will be actually 50 degrees here. So this angle is 50 degrees. Then the other angle, the ABD, the one that you want, we use adjacent angles on a straight line. Adjacent angles on a straight line add up to 180. So you say 180 minus 70 plus 50 degrees. What do you get? 180 minus 70 plus 50. You get 60 degrees. So the required angle here is actually 60 degrees. That's it. Then next item, the angle needed here is ADO. 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 We've already found it. But this angle here is just we use angle ABD. So you use angles in a triangle. Angles in a triangle. You say 180 minus and triangle ABD minus, then this one will be 60 plus 90. What do you get? 180 minus 60 plus 90. You get 30 degrees. So the angle is 30 degrees. Done. Right, so we are done with section A. Then for section B, there is another video coming. Watch out. The eagle. Okay. Thank you guys. I wish you well.